Hi, good afternoon. This is Tabitha Smith, and I will be talking about the achievement gap in accordance to the Horizon Report of 2017. When you look at the Horizon Report of 2017, it says, according to it, the achievement gap is a disparity in academic performance between student groups, especially as defined by socioeconomic status, race, ethnicity, or gender. It also infers that peer pressure, student tracking, negative stereotyping, and test bias intensifies this challenge. What actually is the achievement gap in education? Achievement gap refers to the outputs, the unequal or inequitable distribution of educational results and benefits, while opportunity gaps refers to inputs, the unequal or inequitable distribution of resources and opportunities. The learning gap refers to relative performance of individual students, and this is where the disparity between what students have actually learned and what they were expected to learn at a particular age or grade level. And currently in urban setting teaching, our scholars are at least 2 to 3 levels behind of where they should actually be in reading as well as in math. Some of the common causes of the achievement gap we can look at on our district level or school level: the culture, the gaps in curriculum and instructional implementation is disproportionately affecting struggling learners. Some schools don't even have a full structured curriculum. You also have in the classroom limited beliefs about student ability or readiness, implicit bias and racism, inconsistent knowledge and application of interventions and assessments for struggling students. A lot of our teachers or our educators were unable to fully assess a child as to what level they are and create a curriculum or differentiate our classroom to assist our low level, our middle level, and our high level scholars. The student level, there are stereotypical threats, experience and social capital gaps, and internalized beliefs about limited ability or opportunity. And this is where we mentally induce stereotypes of our children not being able to learn because they're black, because they're coming from poverty. In order for us as educators to try and close the gap and implement strategies to combat the struggle, our scholars, we must be able to get a deeper understanding of what the child and how the child learns best. Many of our scholars come from poverty-stricken environments and are unable to obtain necessary necessities that are needed in order for them to grow academically. It is a disparity that has been existent for many years, and only in the recent decades have educators begun to formulate a plan to try and close the achievement gap. Not only the racial disparities, but also the gender disparities, with the notion of not allowing female girls to attend school in some third world countries. In 2001, the government created the No Child Left Behind Act. It was created in hope of closing the gap among many student groups, became a focus of federal education accountability, and schools and districts were required to desegregate student test scores and other performance data by student characteristics enabled to better comparison between the groups. This created both a greater awareness of racial disparity and to the rising concern about other kinds of achievement gaps. This attention led to more targeted interventions for different groups of students, but it has not closed the achievement gap to an appreciable degree a decade after the law has been passed. Current strategies to close the gap. According to the Horizon Report, more adaptive and personalized learning technologies are playing a larger role in identifying lower performing students and student population. What we do is we utilize artificial intelligence, we use technology, we're using computers to help the kids learn more, whether they're visual learners, kinetic learners, into the play where they are understanding contributing factors and allowing them to address challenges through targeted intervention methods and engagement strategies that will eventually help close the gap. Attached is a video. This is how Canada is trying to attack how to attack and achieve closing their achievement gap.